So you know what I like to do, apparently, is just play the game and then forget that I need to record this too in order to make videos. So, in the interest of fixing some of that, here's where we are so far. I've extended this bridge out, I've dug out some section, found a source of iron, which we'll have to deal with, and then I've kind of connected these up. So what we've got now is a conveyor system, and I will hook up an actual conveyor to this at some point. I think if I just plug a conveyor like right here, or even right back here, it will power the whole system and everything will just pass through. I'll have to see. We'll find out. But what we've got is all these conveyor tubes to connect to the reactor. I think conveyors carry power. And then an assembler and a refinery. Now, if we look at these, not those, these, you'll notice there are two kinds of ports on here. There's big ones and little ones. And I think, yeah, and then the big little ones there. So let me see if I can, yeah, because I can spin it around in here. So the big ones will connect to big conveyor, the little ones will connect to little conveyor, and the little ones will connect to modules. I think you need two, so this one can hold one module, or two modules. So I oriented them. This one is oriented. Spin it around. Roughly like that, right? Yeah, I can just tap it on top. So it's oriented roughly like that, but right over, or exactly like this, but right next to it there. In which case I've got a conveyor port on the back connecting to these tubes, and a conveyor port on the front connecting to the refinery. Now the refinery, which is much bigger, has conveyor ports, and it's oriented like this. It's got a conveyor port there, conveyor port on the back. In here, it's all little conveyor ports, which can be turned into module ports. And then it's got a conveyor port up front and a control panel so that I can mess with it from up there. So those two should hook up. And I'll try and put the conveyor on the back and see if that just runs the whole thing. Actually, let me just plan for it right now. It should go right there. Like that. And it should just run everything from in there, push everything around wherever it needs to go, and then we'll be good. This, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with that gap. Put something there, put nothing there. We'll see. Meanwhile, I need to order up. What did I see? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 conveyor tube corners. 1 conveyor, an assembler, and a refinery. So let's make sure this is empty. What have we got in our pocket? Oh, stuff and things. This goes there. These were for making things that I'm not going to make. Burn them all. Oh wow, that's a lot of steel plates. Never mind. Never mind. I'll put those in the. You know what? You know where I can put those? I can put those in this cargo container. And then it's not even a thing. Production. So into here, we want to make large blocks. We said we need 1 conveyor. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 conveyor tubes. And then we need the big guns. A refinery. And where's the assembler? That's a beacon. That's a cryo chamber. Throw guns. Oxygen farm. Projector antenna, oxygen generator, programmable block, or detector. I don't see the assembler. I know it's in here. Right, it has to be. I got ages. I gotta make all these construction components, and those take forever. I expect it's something I can't just build out of what's in there. Windows, pillars, interior walls. Beacon. There it is, the assembler. So now that's all ordered up. Just gonna create a whole bunch of junk. Calling for 11,000 units of iron, 90 of nickel, and 13 of silicon. We have 2. Don't really need platinum. I do need to go get more silicon. And nickel. The nickel's coming up next, okay. Tons of iron. So let me go get a load of silicon and be right back. I don't really appreciate that, but whatever. It's like the direction I don't need it to come from. Alright, so load of silicone, and I'll be right back. Alright, what's my mass at? Volume is 691, mass is 140. Perfect. I don't remember which of these holds silicon, but you know, that's where we'll head. See you soon. I just came up on this here, and then I noticed this thing, which doesn't really look like an asteroid. It actually looks more like a spaceship. It is not a spaceship, though. It is a funky little rock. Wow, that is pretty funky. Look at this thing. That's super cool. Maybe specks of gold. Some gold, and is this ice in here? Magnesium, cobalt, gold. And there's a lot in this little block. It's tiny, though. That's weird. Alright, so back to picking up the silicon I was talking about earlier. That was kind of freaky. Alright. Just wanted to check that out, see if it was like a disabled ship or something. Okay, got everything hooked up. Get this conveyor built. Conveyor. And now, I guess as a test of whether or not the conveyor is working. Should be, though. If I can get into the refinery, grab stuff out of the reactor, and the conveyor system is working. Awesome! So I can just move junk into the refinery. I can order stuff out of the assembler. I can move everything back inside now. I need to find a spot. Put my medical room there. I need to pick a spot and attach my... I still got this extra stuff. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what to do with it. I bet there's still stuff out in the assembler out here too. Right? Stuff in the cargo container. Should really bring that inside, right? Let's bring all this stuff to the inside. start putting components in there. Maybe break down the assembler and the reactor out here. So the refinery. These are fine to go in the bottom of the refinery. That's cool. This can go into the bottom of the assembler. Now from in here, start breaking down, and then we'll soon have all the materials we need in there. I need to hook this up. I think this can run like along there and down to the conveyor. Maybe put the oxygen tank and the oxygen generator up in here. Kind of like that. Let's see. These are doing good. This is all looking pretty good. I think these are like basically out of ammo, but you know, whatever. I have an assembler and a refinery inside, so I can pretty much make whatever I need. I do need an oxygen generator and a medical room inside. Although the medical room is actually not as necessary as it might be. Does the oxygen generator have multiple ports on it? It's got one there. Okay, on either side. Let's see, I do kind of want an oxygen tank. Reactor, we can put another reactor inside just because we'll have more stuff. Let me build, I guess, an arc furnace inside. Oh, I was gonna build just a whole bunch of plates. I do. Let me grab 50 plates. I think I only need 25. That's way better. Ah, that's a huge improvement. I feel much better now. That's working. Start putting... Put maybe modules on there, or upgrade modules, or whatever they're called. I'll have to look those up and see what they do. And then... observation deck, 20 meters up. Okay, so if I go up 2 flights, I am at the top of the refinery. I guess I can put my medical room up in this area. Observation should be just the control seat and the windows. Alright. Maybe it should be behind a door that I can close. So that... because it's going to be exposed, right? Yeah. So I think if I put that behind a door that I can close, we will have a better time of it, in case something breaches and then I don't lose all of my oxygen. thing of it is... Put our corner... Weird corner shapes. Kind of want a light armor slope. And then... like that. And then it makes a little tip. Catwalks up here. Put the medical room around here. Still like the idea of the oxygen generator being up in the middle of the room. And we will keep digging up toward something. The observation deck right there. Can't really build it up there until after I've gotten up there because I want it all to be a single grid. I'm gonna have to move the gravity generator inside too at some point. We'll need another one.
Meteor storm inbound.
Soon those won't matter anymore. That'll be so exciting. Okay. This is trailing off. So, distinct plans. Nope, don't have any. I'll make the medical room up here. Put the oxygen generator in here somewhere. Get it connected to the conveyor system. And then we will basically tear down everything out here. Even the beacon. The beacon can go inside. And then, yeah, and then I guess the next thing will be making that mining ship. I'm going to clear out all of the ore on my world here. And then flesh out my dock. Alright. So, medical facility. And the oxygen generator, and then I can see if the place is actually airtight. I'm going to be really sad if it turns out that rock is porous to air. So the whole thing was not airtight. It's going to make me very sad. I'll just live out of things. I'll make a station out here somewhere that's fully airtight. It'll be great. Actually, I think once I get everything inside and I get my mining ship up, I'll work on a welding ship, and then I will have the full deal. Alright. That might actually be a full episode, so I will talk to you in the next one.